Incredible morning, everyone. Incredible morning. How are you guys doing? I was listening to my Tabitha. All right, let me go ahead and find this. There we go. I was looking for that post. Oh, no, that's the YouTube one. Don't want that one. Oh, but I'm glad YouTube gave me a notification. All right, but I'm not looking for you, YouTube. I need the Facebook one. There we go. All right. Let me turn that down. There we go. And hit share. And all right. All righty. And let's go ahead and copy this post. And let's do this again. All right. Last one. All right. I'm all shared out. If you guys could go ahead and hit that like button as well. All right. So my microphone, my son was in here. All right. Incredible morning, everyone. Incredible morning. I am Shakia, the professor of HS Sync 365, which is the parent company for Silaholics Anonymous, my platform to teach you guys how to buy Silhouette Studio. We are also the home of the Honestly Speaking product line and 365 Creative Academy, where I teach you to unlock your creativity in this creative entrepreneur space. I have an order that I need to, well, I'm not doing the full order now. I'm just going to set up some of the images and the cutouts. The theme is Mickey Safari. So these two, I went on Google and found them. Then I remember, wait a minute. Sometime last year, I went on Etsy and um, I purchased a download for Safari Mickey. So I'm not about to go through this and look for them because somebody else went through, they went on, Google, and I just basically paid them for their research and them going on and collecting all the images. So I already have that. So for the rest of them, like whichever images I need, I'm going to just go. So you can see it's 143. I don't know the quality of it. I just gave them I forget how much it was. Yeah, the background's already there. It looks like there's some animals in here. Hopefully there is actual like Mickey stuff in here. Um, because I did see that a lot of the other stuff was taken down. So I'm not sure if if their Etsy shop got in trouble. So I need to download so I don't have my Mickey stuff. I'm gonna go and view large icons. So these are just like a bunch of like regular backgrounds. All right, cool bean. Let's go here and I'm going to let that load and hopefully see all of the images are there. So I'm going to temporarily drop that one down and we're going to work here. I am not going to do these how I used to do them as far as splitting them up. Like when I actually make them, I'm not going to do it from paper. I now have a Roland BN20, and when you have better equipment, you work more efficiently. So for this particular order, when it's time for me to do it, I am going to print it out on my my Roland BN20 on adhesive vinyl. I'm going to put that adhesive vinyl onto foam board and then cut it all out as one. Previously, I would use my 11 by 17 paper or 12 by 18 paper to break it up, cut it out with my Cameo as just like a regular cutout, and then there. I will show you guys how I will normally split it up, but that's not the method. When you finally see me do the video, I'm just going, like I said, I'm going to get the big foam boards from Hobby Lobby, go ahead, put that thing on there, cut it out with my blade, and, do the stands and stuff like that for it. You won't see me really do the stands, but I'll show like me putting on there and then cutting it out on foam board. But I just wanted to show how to set it up, both if you're cutting it from a Cameo machine, or if you are going to use your Roland BN20 so that you can have the cut lines on it. I'm going to show you how to go about that as well, to go from Silhouette Studio to Illustrator or Corel Draw or Flex or Affinity Designer, where you can set cut contour lines. For me, I am using Adobe Illustrator. Okay, so that's what we're going to do today. I did share it out to the Roland group. However, if you're in a group for Roland's and you would like to share this, I would greatly appreciate. People often ask how to go between Silhouette Studio and Illustrator to do that. For me, I find it easier to work from Silhouette Studio first and then go over there for things like this, because Silhouette Studio does have trace and detach. There is nothing like that in Illustrator. Give me 1 second. This is my brother. I never, like, I don't know, when it comes to my siblings, I try to answer them. My mama, sometimes I know when she called me for craziness. So sometimes I answer, sometimes I don't. But my siblings, I try and answer them just in case something going on. So anywho, um, oh, yes. So for me, because Illustrator doesn't necessarily have like a trace and detach, the process for it would be to pretty much have a duplicate of it, to where you would do like a full outline, like a full trace of it, and then you would make it where it's solid, that, and make that your contour lines. And that's much, it's a bit much. So I prefer to do it right from Silhouette Studio. So that is what I am going to show you guys how to do that. All right, let's see if these images came up yet. Okay, why? Okay, there we go. Oh, I like those. Okay, I see this. All right, they have their head. I see this one, which is like the, are they in there? Yup. All right, so we're still waiting for it to load. They have a few animals. Are not, I can tell these are not like specific to Disney. They're just general animals that they kind of compilated and put in here, which is okay. So I'm just gonna wait for the rest of this to pop up. I do like they have like little elements that you could create scenes. I like the thought of having like the cantina and the hat and stuff like that. So I do like, oh, really like the compass. Like that they have other images other than like the regular standard, like just these. And there, it looks like there are some which are true vectors, and then some that are more of like a full-on digital with wide variety of things. Just have to wait for all of them to load. Back to this, I'm hoping that I get the rest of the really good images like these. I'm hoping that those are in there. All right. So let's just go in, waiting for it to send out all notifications. If you guys could just drop some hearts in the comment, just say, hey, how you doing? Let me know where you're watching from. Happy early Mother's Day to any mothers that are watching. Let's just help the algorithm out. Let Facebook and YouTube know that this is content that is worthy of being distributed. So if you guys could go ahead, just drop a hey. If you're watching right now, just drop a hey, good morning. Do that. Go ahead, hit those hearts. Hit the hearts. Reaction, drop some emojis in the comment section. All right. Thank you guys so very much for your support and assistance with that. Good morning, Miss Cheryl. Hello, Shan. I am not technically making anything. I'm just showing how to set up for cutouts. Incredible morning. Hey, just say thank you, my dear. Hello. Hello, hello. Incredible morning, incredible morning. Hi from the lab, slaying my tacky HS ink paper. I know that's right. Hello, hello, hello. Incredible morning to each and every one of you guys. Ooh, Cyclone, West Virginia. You know, I don't think I've ever seen like where you were from, Jesse. You probably wrote it once or twice, but I don't know. Rolando, ooh, that's a new name. I don't think I've seen your name before. Hello and welcome. Also, because I shared it out and others are sharing out as well, thank you very much. If this is your first time catching me live or just finding my platform in general, let me know if you are a first time watcher. If it's your first time finally catching me live, you've seen my pre-record, you've seen a if this is your first time actually catching me live or just your first time hearing my voice in general, let me know if you're a first timer. I'm here because my Cameo 4 is still in the box. I need to take notes for when I finally get the courage to open it. On the lookout for your for your beginning videos. So I won't really be doing a lot of like beginner, straight from the beginning. I've been doing this for 7-8 years. There's a lot of content. You'll have to go through that. But if you really want to learn how to, you don't even have to take the machine out of the box yet. Don't even worry about that. Don't stress about that. Learn the program. If you have not downloaded the program, there's nothing in the box that you need to download the program. You can go straight to Silhouette America's website, go to where it says learn more, go to legacy. I recommend, 4.3.370. Unless you have the pro, then you have to do the 4.4 versions. Download it, and then you're going to click on the second link that is on my link tree. That link is in of this video, and you're going to go to the second link. It's Learn Silhouette Studio in 30 days, and this is the ultimate beginner course or training for learning the program. This is where you machine, I mean, other than like just understanding how to change your blade, like your material and stuff like that, that is not as steep of a learning curve as learning the program. So this is where you start. 8365, you get 30 days of training, and it was shot in front of a live Zoom audience. So it's basically hands-on training. You get to hear the questions that they have. It's probably going to be the same questions that you have. You get to see some designing at the end. So this is the course or the training that you want to take if you are brand spanking new. Don't even worry about the machine yet. Focus on the program, because people kind of take them hand in hand. Oh, well, I want to use my camera, but I don't know the program. You can learn the program first and then work on cutting. Okay. All right. So, incredible morning. Happy early Mother's Day to you as well. Morning, morning. Good morning. I saw your message late, my love. I know you were off yesterday, so we will schedule a time because I saw your message late. Hey, Kizzy from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Valerie from Virginia. Hello, everyone, and the professor. All right. So let's get into this. I'm going to check again just to see. Oh, that's it. Oh, I am really disappointed in this. And this is the chance you take sometimes. You'll go and you'll purchase files, and it's not what you're looking for. I must say, I'm kind of disappointed with the images that are here. Like some of these are bad. Like he looks stretched on this one. I guess this is supposed to be the one where he's in oh yeah, it is. It's like basically inside the vehicle and him with his head kind of hanging out. Okay, well, it looks like there's some up here. I already have this one. I have this one. I saw these. So I'm looking for that really good Minnie Mouse one. See, I'm the type of person when it comes to events, like I don't like to mix. Like I would never mix a line art with something that's like this that has shadowing. It really looks, um, you know, um, like it has a depth to it and layers and shadows and highlights. This is simply just like line art compared to this full on graphic. So I personally never mix the two, and I'm really hoping for more of these and that like more of them were available, because I don't like to mix the two. So we're gonna see. I'm gonna click on this one. I'm going. Let's minimize this. Ooh, how's my phone at 5%? All right. So I want to, what am I doing? not like that. I want to, there we go. I want it to minimize it so that I can take the mini, drag and drop her into Silhouette Studio. Ah, come on. Yeah. So there's a very big difference. Let's see how this one is. Is he line art like her? Oh, okay. Nope. Perfect. Even better. Is this one line art? Okay. Please be. Yes. Okay. Never mind. I'm good now. I'm good now. I'm good, 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 good now. Oh, these are amazing. Oh, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. 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 I'm excited now. Okay, mine. I forget which site this is, but these are absolutely amazing. I'm glad I got it before it was taken down off of Etsy. Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm super happy. These are amazing. Yes. Okay, okay, okay. All right, cool beans. So I'm super excited right now because I didn't going to see a difference in how they're made, like a vector one versus one that was done like with Photoshop. So um man, I'm sorry, y'all. Hope you guys don't mind. I know from the time I came here just to be able to see how to trace and all that, but I'm gonna give you guys a little bit less. And y'all know I'm the professor. I'm always about teaching and educating so that you understand how they work and stuff like that. Because people always say, "Oh, I want an SVG, I want an SVG," and sometimes it's not necessarily like an SVG. So I hope you guys don't mind. That I'm going to kind of give you a little lesson here on understanding and identifying how images are set up and what's the differences between them. Okay. All right. So these technically are the same. One, I feel like he's a little squished. Look at his face here and here. It's a little bit spread out. Although I usually don't recommend adjusting from the sides, I feel like he's kind of squished. Like I know how Mickey's face is supposed to look, and he has like wide, like it's wider at his cheeks, right? So as a graphic designer and me knowing that, I end up making like those decisions to kind of make adjustments, right? So I'm gonna take him and I'm gonna just pull him out. Oh, look, see, oh wait, you know what? Let me undo. I'm gonna make a duplicate so we can see the difference in just making a slight adjustment to where this matches this face, like just a little hair. I didn't have to pull it like all the way out and really stretch him. I just had to go a little bit. And then there's a big difference between this looking like a regular Mickey and then his face is kind of squished. And then looking at this one. I don't know. You tell me if you feel like I'm crazy. You don't see a difference, but my eye picks up on it and I see the major difference. What do you guys think? Do you see the difference in this one and this one? And when you're looking at one like this and knowing how Mickey's face is supposed to be. All right, sorry, MJ came here for the step stool. All right, so now that we've kind of got that out of the way, we're going to get rid of him. And then let's take a look at these two images. So technically, when it was made and when it was set up, could have been done in, uh-oh, hold on, what's wrong with the microphone? All right, could have been done in a program. It's a vector-based program, like your illustrators. I mean, even Silhouette Studio, your Corel Draws, your Affinity Designer. This is made up of all shapes and then different colors and different. This technically could have been provided as an SVG because this little highlight piece here is basically a solid shape that's just a lighter color than this one. Everything here, the shading in this is made up of solid colors and maybe a little bit of gradient that you can make with vector programs. So like right here, this is just like a shape that went across here, then they subtracted, then they went, made it white, took down the transparency. That's how something like this is set up. A lot of times, images and files will start off this way. This is vectorized, okay? This was created from a vector process. Now, let's say once you have vector one set up, Here is where you start to add shading in programs like Photoshop, Affinity, Procreate. What's some other ones out there? Like, I mean, even like Pixar. So you have like the base layer, and then in those programs, you're going to do things like take your brush tool and put different colors because this kind of feathers out. So these are two different types of images. They look exactly the same. They start like if I line them up, it's probably going to fit in exactly the same. But then they go in and like, instead of having the vector shadowing, they go in and they start to really put in shadowing in other areas. Okay. So that's just a little bit of like how files are made. So for me, if I had one of them that was like this, so let's say I own like, let's say they did have the Mickey that was like this. I don't like to mix vector images and solid like Photoshop type images, bitmap type images. I don't like to mix them when I'm doing cutouts or if I'm creating graphics for chip bags and things like that. I personally don't like to mix the two. So I'm really glad that they have those in the vector format. So I'm going to even get rid of this one and this. I'm not going to use them. I'm going to use all of the ones that look the same. So all of these now, they will look alike. Don't get me wrong. I like the shading and stuff on this one, but for consistency, the ones that are vector files are going to be the ones that I use for event. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. And because these two, there's a JPEG and there is a PNG version, I'm going to copy and open this in a new window just so you can see the two. All right. I'm going to type out on my screen. That way for the timestamp, you guys will know where to go back to. So let's go banner, create a banner, trace, and detach. Uh-oh. All right. So we are about like the 22.5 minute mark. I'm going to like kind of really start right at 23. So this is where we're going to go over trace and detach. These are technically two different types of images. This is a PNG because it has a background. This is a JPEG, but they will be traced the same exact way. All right. So right at 23 minutes. So if you want to go back and timestamp it or know where it is. So we're going to go over to our trace tool, select trace area, place our box. And this is dark image. I mean, except for like his cheek area. So what I'm going to do is increase my threshold until I have the areas filled in with color. You really don't have to have the entire image. You're just looking for the edge. Okay. And I'm going to go trace and detach. And then we're going to click on Mickey, bring him off to the side. And then this is that invisible box because you can see the lines there. Okay. And now he has cut lines around him. With how fast I did this, I would never be able to do it this fast in Illustrator. So this is why I like to use Silhouette Studio with a combination of Illustrator for my cut contour. Now, as you can see, there are edit points all the way around. There are no edit points in here. This is a separate trace to pull that out. So I'm going to go back to hit trace. Click on the trace, fill it in with any color, doesn't matter what it is. Right click, release compound path, hold down shift, click on that middle part that is going to deselect it, and then hit delete on my keyboard to delete everything else around it. I have this little blue piece that's in the middle. Okay, so that's the piece there. We're going to come out here. This is called marching ants. I teach them as marching ants in my 30-day training. We're going to drag and select to where we have the image and the little shape in the middle. Go over to our modify tool and subtract. Now I have edit points around it. That means it is ready to cut. All right. And we're going to do the same thing over here. JPEG. It's going to be the same exact steps. Trace, select trace area, place our box. Same areas have the light marks, around his cheek area. And we're going to increase that threshold. Everything else is filled in. And this actually wasn't a really high resolution image, a high quality. There's a lot of pixelation along the edges. And so we're going to go trace and detach. And move him out of the way. So that's how you remove it from the, ooh, look, I didn't go up high enough. This is what happens when it's not all the way closed in. You're going to have a piece that's missing. So I'm going to undo. And I was focused so much on his cheeks that I did not realize that there was a section up here. So right there, I'm not sure if you guys can see it. That one little break is what caused that issue. So I'm going to increase my threshold up just a little bit more until that's closed in. I'm going to go trace and detach. Pull this off. Now he's solid. Click on this, delete it. All right, now we're going to do that again. We're going to go select trace area, place our box, increase my threshold on this one just a little bit because there was a little gap right there. This time I'm going to hit trace, click on the box, fill that in with color, release compound path, hold down shift, click on the middle section, and then delete. Select it all and go modify and subtract. All right. So that's how you trace attach. Go. All right. I'm not going to do all of them on camera. I'm just going to focus. Let's just go back and I'll grab, let's see, who else has an inner part? He doesn't have an inner one. He has one. She has one. I just want to show you that middle part again. So she only has cut out, but no. Oh, he does. So he has the one here and the one here. All right, perfect. So let's do this one. Copy that. Actually, I need to keep copying them. I'm just going to cut it and bring that over here. All right. So I'm going to show you the difference. It's pretty much the same, but this has two areas that need to come out. So first things first, we're going to go over to trace, select trace area, place our box, increase our threshold until all of the edges are masked in yellow. We don't have any gaps. And I'm going to go trace and detach. Click on this and move it. Select here and delete. Then we're going to focus in on these two areas right here. Double click. You see there's no edit points. So we're going to go back over to trace, select trace area, place our box pretty much just in this area. It doesn't have to be that big. We're just really needing this area right here. It's perfect because that's a dark area. We're going to hit trace. Click on just that trace. Right now I have the whole image. Now I have the trace. It's a smaller box. Fill it in with color, release compound path, hold down shift. I'm going to click in between both of those sections and then let go of shift. Hit delete on my keyboard. Select the two shapes and the full image, modify and subtract. Boom. We now have edit points and that's it. All right. So I'm going to do the Roland one first because it's just setting it up and then going from there. I'm going to, all right, so this be, all right, so she said 3 feet tall. I think that's, okay, so I really, actually, I won't be able to go a full 3 feet because the Roland only prints, really it only prints 8.9 or 8.5 wide. So I can't really go that big. So I'm not going to be able to do a full 3 feet without having to cut and split. So that's also how I decide sometimes off of the capabilities of what I am printing and cutting to. So I can only go about, 18 and a half. I want to say it's 18.9. I always forget, but I typically tend to stick to around like 18 and a half just to be on the safe side. So I'm going to bring this down a little bit. And then I could always make this feet, like a total of 3 feet, because I can put like a background behind it, which I might end up doing to where it gives me a solid base. So I might make it look like he's standing on grass or something like that, or just make it like put a box and make it like a full on white so that it really sits 3 feet, but it's not as wide. So I'm going to just pull this out to about 8.5. Boom. So the total size of this is 33.376 by 18.49. I'm going to go over to my design page. Oh, yes. Thank you. I forgot. So thank you so much, Charmaine, for writing that, because we are now not on Trace and Detach. Let me go in and change that. Thank you so much. All right. So we're going to go to saving as PDF. PDF, we're about at like 31. Okay, 31 and a half. So I'm going to go back. So I'm going to size, I size them up, pulling them from where, from the edge. So it's 8.5. I'm going to go to my page size. One, doing anything with the machine. So I'm going to make that machine none, and everything else becomes none. That way I can make my page size whatever I want. Guys, if you are enjoying this, please, please, please give this video a thumbs up. It takes 2 seconds just to say thank you for giving me this awesome, amazing, free content that others will charge you a whole lot of money for. Don't get me wrong. I have paid classes. For the true detailed version of this, you do have to pay for my time. But I'm giving you guys amazing free content and gives you some insight on using Silhouette Studio. So that you guys can do for me is go ahead, smash that like button, that thumbs up, hit that share button. Just share it out. I would really, really appreciate it. Let's get these numbers up on the live video. All right. So we're going to set this based off of like this size. So this is 33. I always kind of go one above. So my height is going to be like a one whole number above. So my height is going to be 34. Right? My width is going to be 19. All right. And then I'm going to center it to my page. I'm going to select these and temporarily delete them. And then we're going to go File, Save As, Save to Hard Drive. I'm going to make a folder for this particular. I'm going to just right click. I'm going to go, wait, where is it? All right, so hold on. Right click, new folder. All right. Good. All right. So I'm going to open that up. Oh, wait, did I hit enter? What the heck happened? All right, I don't know what happened there. Did it save? Hold on, let me make sure. Did it save? No, it didn't. All right, so I have no idea what happened. Let's rename this bad boy. All right. Okay. All right, cancel. I have no idea. All right, we're just going to delete you. Yes, because I don't know what happened. What the heck? It won't even let me delete it. Try again. Okay, skip. All right. I have no idea why you won't let me delete. So new folder. Oh, Lord, I spelled Disney wrong. Chocolate, it's okay. So double click here. I'm going to go and put 33-inch Mickey cut out. And I'm going to go here. You do have to have business edition. You cannot do this from any version other than business edition. And I'm going to go down. Oh, you can't see that. Let me get rid of the banner. You're going to go here and you're going to save this as a portable document format, i.e. PDF. Hit OK. Boom, that's done. I'm going to Control V, paste. Oh, wait, no, undo. There we go. I wanted those. Move him out of the way. I like things to be proportional. So although she wanted Mickey to be 3 feet tall, Pluto should not be the same height as Mickey. He's a dog that's a lot smaller. So I'm going to not go, I mean, he's kind of sort of going to be that height, but not by much. So I want him to look proportional to how Mickey is. So I'm going to go just that big with him. And to make the design page 29 by 13 and a half. So with 13.5 and then 29 and then center him. Select these two. I'm going to cut them and then go File, Save as, Save to hard drive. And we're going to go portable document format and Pluto cut out. I forget how big he was. So, and okay. All right. Now I'm going to go over to, oh, I forgot. That's not how I was supposed to do that. Rewind. All right. I actually messed up on that. Mickey too. For the cut contour, I need a duplicate. So I'm going to redo this and I'm going to put the banner. I'm going to change the banner, saving as PDF for cut contour in Illustrator. All right, this is for all of my Roland people. All right, you have to have that top one, like, so it's not that you take, I mean, I technically could, oh, there's a piece right there. I technically could do the stroke. You know what? Let's do that. Hold on. I forgot. I technically can do that. So we're going to go over here. I'm going to go File, Open. All right. So I'm going to come here. I'm going to go to here. Let's find that folder, which I don't know why it's not at the top. And I'm going to go Pluto. Because it's just the outlines. It's just a stroke. So I might be able to do it from there. Because normally I put one on top. That's how I do mine. But now that I think about it, okay, so here's the image. And what you will do is sorry about that. Zayimani's having a whole breakdown because slime is not allowed. I mean, he wants it, but it's not allowed in my house. We had it for a science project, and that's it. All right. So it's just technically the line. So I'm going to come here to where my stroke is because that's the part that you really need. So for the stroke color, I'm going to come down here, which now let's change that to setting, cut contour lines. Okay. So I'm going to come down here to the little library. I'm going to go to user define. I'm going to go to my Roland, and I already have one here for cut contour. So I'm going to put that on it and see, you know what? No, I can't. See, it's giving me the box. That's why I do that. It will end up cutting an extra box, and I don't want it to cut the extra box. So you can kind of see how that is, and it'll give me the, like I said, the extra box. I'm going to go back to Silhouette Studio. I'm going to click on Pluto and I'm going to duplicate him on top. So we're going to go back to, we're going to hide that one. I'm going to click on Pluto, hold down Alt or Option on a Mac, click. That's going to give me a full duplicate of him, and I'm going to fill it in with color. This is kind of, I mean, I can use like more of a teal color. It doesn't really matter what color that is. So here is the original. Here is this one. So I'm going to undo. So it's right on top. I'm going to go File, Save As, Save to hard drive, and I'm just going to resave it as the Pluto cutout. Yes. I'm going to come back to Illustrator. I'm going to go File, Open, and then Pluto cutout. Yes. There is the, what the heck is going on here? That is not how this is supposed to be set up. What in the world is going on? Where is my, all right. I guess it didn't save yet. All right, let me undo. Now let me go File, Open, Pluto. All right, why is the new one not saving? All right, let's go back and let's just go File, Save As, Save to hard drive, portable document format, Pluto, cut contour. All right, now here, File, Open, cut contour, and that's what I wanted. So now I'm going to click on Pluto. I'm going to make the outline. This is his stroke. I'm going to make that my Roland, my cut contour. I've already set my swatch. I have a video showing how I set the swatch. And then on the color, I'm going to choose none. So you see the difference in this one. If I don't put it on top, it's going to give me a cut contour line all the way around it. And so, which, I mean, it's not necessarily a bad thing because it would be like a weed border, but I don't really need a weed border, but it will put the cut contour line around it and here. That's why I normally duplicate it on top, and then that duplicate is what I turn into the cut contour. So now I'm just going to save this again. Same name. I just hit save because now it's saved with the cut contour line. And then I can open it up in my Roland on my VersaWorks, and it's going to be set to cut. Unfortunately, I don't have VersaWorks set up on this computer because my connected to it. The Roland is not wireless. It has to be plugged in, and this is an actual desktop. So it's never been hooked up to my Roland. I'll have to show that when I get ready to do it, and the laptop that's in the work area. So that's how we do that one. I'm going to do it again one more time with Mickey. So we're going to paste those back, and I have to, oh, they were already there. Delete. All right, we're going to make our box 34 by 18 point, well, by 19. So we're going to go width 19, height 34, center to page, duplicate that in front, fill that in with color, File, Save As, Save Drive, portable document format, Mickey cutout. Okay. Yes, replace it. Come over here, File, Open. There we go. Click on the top layer. It's already on the stroke, which is to the foreground or is in the front. So I'm just going to come over here, boom, make that my cut contour line, go over to the fill color and make that no color. It is now set to be cut. Oh, he had a little spot right here. So I am going to go in and kind of clean some of this stuff up later on, but you guys just get to see, but I didn't realize there was a space right here. So then File, Save, and it's saved with the cut contour lines. It's easy as that. Then I open that up in, it's ready to cut. So there's that one. Now, I were doing this for cutting with my Cameo. So we're going to do that now. All right. um, splitting image for 11 by 17 print and cut. All right. All right, so now we're going to work on splitting the image. I'm going to wait till it gets to like 46. So 46 minutes is where we're going to go over cutting, like splitting the image for print and cut. Any questions for me? We have about 30 seconds. If you guys have any questions, if you are enjoying the video, let me know. Again, give this video a thumbs up, share it out. If you're watching from YouTube and you have not subscribed already, make sure that you do subscribe. If you're watching from Facebook, make sure that you like and follow Sillaholics Anonymous and turn your notifications to see first. All right, so we're going to start at 46, splitting the image. I want to take the banner off. All right, I'm going to set my page size to 11. Okay, that's the size paper I'm going to print to. I am going to make a box and make that 11 by 17. And then I'm going to do an internal offset of that for my, to account for my margins. We're going to pull this out. All right, if I wanted to leave this at 36 or 33 inches, it's going to be a lot of cuts, right? So I normally like rotate it around, figure out what's going to fit. So I probably would have to cut it off at his hat would be like one. I could fit his face in as one piece, and then his body up until his like legs, I can probably cut it off. Nope, because his pants would be off here. So I'm going to, like, that seems to be the only one. And then his shoes I can easily separate. So everything else I could fit where he was 33, almost 34 inches long. But his body area is going to be the issue. So I'm going to just simply bring that down. And that's normally what I do. Like, I make an executive decision to where I don't want to do a whole bunch of cuts. So although you might want it to be 36 inches, if I can't give you 36 inches, it's not going to be 36 inches. I'll create that height with something else. But him as an image, he's going to be about 32, a little under 32. So we're going to actually make that just a little bit smaller. All right, cool beans, perfect. So now I know where he's going to be cut at to inside of here. And I also will I normally take this one so that I can see where the cutoffs are. So, I mean, I'll be good there. This is the print margin, and see, I'm actually off just a little bit. And that's why I have this. So if I pull this here, this is where it is. And then, oh, nope, I'm right inside the print margin. It's outside of the cut margin, but it's right inside. Oh, no. My registration marks. Also a determining factor for this. So let me go to Cameo, cutting mat 12 by 24, turn on my registration marks. Okay, let's see. Boom. Okay. All right, we're going to be good. All right. Okay. So now I'm going to break this up. This is a lot of point editing. This is more so a watch me work right now. This is not more so the full on class. So I'm going to, somewhat go slow, but you may feel like it moves a little too fast, but this is me. I'm going to go straight through it. So it's going to be a moment of silence because I'm just going to go straight through it. And you're going to see the process of me editing my edit points. If you would like a full breakdown in a class, I do have a class on these, putting them together, breaking down like all these different things. Or the 30-day training will also teach you how to use the edit points. So I highly recommend clicking on the link, click in the description, clicking on that second link. It's going to take you to this listing on our website, the full on listing on here in the comment section. And this is for my 30-day training to learn Silhouette Studio. All right. I'm telling you guys, it's the best training. It is the best investment. It's about to be Mother's Day. Tell your family, don't buy me no other foolishness. Go to Shakia's site. Buy me this course. I need this growth and development. I need this 30-day training. If you love your mother, you're going to go spend $83.65 for my business growth. Tell your children that. Tell your husband, your significant other, your baby daddies. Tell them, hey, I need you to go to this website or get me a gift card so I can go buy it myself so it's under my name and my email. Or just go ahead and cash out me the money so I can go buy this course, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and go back into this. All right. If you're also posting a question within the groups, I cannot see any questions that are posted on group posts. So I am not ignoring you. I simply cannot see them. If you would like to post a question or a comment or anything like that, you have to click on the video if you're on Facebook and interact on the actual video and post your question on our actual live feed. So if you're in a group, I cannot see any of the comments from groups, okay? All right, so now I'm going to break this up. I'm going to go over here to my draw polygon and my cut is going to be here. So I'm going to do through here and I know I'm going to do the face. So we're going to come around through here. All right. And then my next one is going to be through here. I'm going to have to split them up afterwards. So we're going to go through there. All right. Oh, wait, I forgot to do one other thing. I'm going to make those a compound path, double click, hold down shift, select them all, make them corner points, and now I'm going to adjust them. Yes, sweetheart. Huh? Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, where are you going?
Outside.
Outside? How are you going outside? Okay, mommy's on live. MJ, can you please see what your brother wants? He's counting. Counting. He's trying to get to something. Can you please? Can you see what your brother wants, please? Thank you. Oh, I forgot to mark it. Dang it. We started. I completely forgot to mark. Oh no, not that one. Shoot. Edit. Oh, I did. Splitting image. Okay, no, I did do that. Okay, never mind. Haha, I did put that on there. All right. So I put splitting image. So this is all a part of splitting the image. And thank you so very much for posting those timestamps, Charmaine. I greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to help the algorithm, guys. Continue to give this video thumbs up. Give it some hearts. So just keep hitting that reaction button. That will help the algorithm and Facebook for YouTube. If you can just post a comment. Ooh, wow, nice. Didn't know that. Okay, edit point, something like that. That will help the engagement on the post. All right, so that side is set. Now I'm going to do this side. Sorry if you can hear Home Alone. That's MJ's like one of his all-time favorite movies. So he's watching it for the 30 millionth time. All right. All right. So those are set up, right? So I'm going to select all of this, the original image and those two pieces. Well, it's just really two because I've already made those a compound pass. I'm going to select those, right click and copy. Go over here to modify and subtract, paste in front, crop. All right, so there's the hat, the face, the body, the legs are here, but I won't be able to do those on 11 by 17. So now I'm going to have to split the feet. All right, there we go. That's set. We're going to select that and we're going to copy it and modify. Doesn't matter which or subtract, paste in front, subtract, and now these are ready to, and I probably can fit them on the same page now that I can rotate this one. They just couldn't go together, but I might be able to fit it on the page, which I can. I would just, if I was doing this one, I would just have to hand cut this part manually because it's outside of my registration marks. Oh, wait, maybe not. Let's see. I didn't space. Bam, there we go. So it would all cut. So I could still cut it and only use one piece of 11 by 17 paper, but they had to be split and flipped like that. All right. So those are all of my pieces that will be set and ready to cut. So this is one where I would have to cut out some of the pieces by hand because it's made to fit within my print border, but not necessarily my registration marks, although it looks like it's outside of my print border a little bit. Let's see. If I rotate this some, no, it's not going to fit. I don't think. Okay, no, right there. No, my print border is here. So this way is better to make sure it was within my print border, nowhere near my registration marks. I would have to cut this little piece manually, and this little round piece of his leg, but that's perfectly fine. So that part is done. And then the head and then the hat. So he would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces to make the 30, a little under 32 inches tall. And if I was putting him on, like cutting on paper and then putting it on foam board, I would just cut all these out and then glue them like a puzzle onto the foam board and then cut around the foam board to cut him out and then make the base for the back. But that is how you split up an image to then do your print and cut for the oversized print and cuts, right? And I showed you how to do it for the Roland BN20. Oh, I got all that done in an hour. Yay for me. Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? This video will remain up. You guys can Come back and watch it at any time. If you have not hit that share button, go ahead and hit share. Sharing is caring. At least that's what they say. All right, just waiting for you guys. If there are no other questions, so I did see there was some other stuff at the top. So let me go back. Which Cameo 4 would you recommend out of Pro Plus? I don't ever recommend the Pro. I'm just not. It's just too many issues for me. Not too many issues for me. Just the way that they made it, it wasn't well thought out. So I never ever recommend the Pro for that. You might as well get a real like cutter that's gonna have a really good servo motor, like uh, blade carriage, and it's going to move a lot smoother. The tracking is going to be better for the amount of money, and like to be able to cut that size, you need better tracking. The tracking on select machines in not great, so I would never recommend spending that kind of money. There's no real stand for it. There are so many better options for large format cutting or wide format cutting. So either get a 12 or the 15. You'll never hear me recommend the Pro. And if you're just doing summation and doing transfers and print and cut, so you have to remember that your printer is really what decides how big of a print and cut you can do. So if you have a printer that only prints 8.5 inches wide, it makes no sense. You want to be able just to cut out your adhesive vinyl or your HTV vinyl at 15 inches, like if you're doing like a full. If you have a 13-inch and you're doing mainly print and cuts, your paper is going to be probably 11 by 17, 12 by 24, 12 by 18. You can do all of those on the Epson, on the 12-inch printer. Now, some people want to do like the 13 by 19 for like eco solvent, but there is no 13-inch wide mat. So you're still kind of stuck to only doing 12 inches. So I never recommend the Pro. If you want a bigger one, plus, or just get the regular 12-inch one. It's been a while since I have watched. Enjoy learning from you. Thanks. All right. What size is better? A 12 or a plus will work. Printable vinyl that I use cannot be put onto a regular printer. I don't know of any printable vinyl that is quality for just a regular Epson with pigment type ink. I don't use printable vinyl in like actual printable vinyl in my pigment ink printer. I only use printable vinyl on my actual eco solvent printer, which is my Roland BN20. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Can I say this to my 360 library? I'm not sure what you mean. Your 360 library. Not sure what you mean by that. Of course, I know. 365 library. If you're talking about, I'm not sure what you mean, 365 library. Don't know. You're watching on Facebook. So, if you're trying to figure out how to save it, you just hit save video. And then if you have a playlist that's your personal one, then yes, you should be able to save it. So yeah, I have a little bit of cleanup to do on these. I really don't like the way that it I don't care for the way that it traced and detached in some areas. So I'm going to spend, if you're going to go to YouTube, then yes, you can always save it to a playlist. It's not on 365 Creative Academy. So if you're someone that took a 30-day training and you're used to watching those on there and you're trying to save it to that playlist, no, you cannot save it to that playlist. You have to create your own playlist to be able to go back to this. You are very welcome. Same to you if you are a mother. I never automatically assume now that all women are mothers because there's some that just aren't. But yeah, I have some work to do because I'm about to go into this and manually fix all of these. I need to take out that little piece right there. Because I'm not feeling the way that it trace and detach. There are some open areas. I mean, not open areas. There are some areas that just are not ideal to my liking as far as how close it is to the image, i.e. right here, which will end up leaving some white spots. So I have some work to do to go in and modify this trace. So let me get to work. I shall talk to you guys later. If you guys have no other questions for me. All right, let's see. Timestamp will be listed after the live. Thank you. So, and I will go because it's on both YouTube channels since I was talking about Roland, even though it's not HSA products, but since I was talking about the Roland, which technically that should have been on 365 Creative Academy, not honestly speaking. Ooh. I have it on 2 different platforms on YouTube, so I'll go back in and put the timestamps on. I'm not sure which one you're watching from. Um, so yeah. All right, quick question. All right, go ahead. Yes, son. All right. Do you know how to press notebooks from, I don't know who is J and J? Um, don't be typing and driving, girl. Pull over. If you're using our paper, I pretty much press everything at 365 for 30 seconds. Settings you have determined as the proper press settings, let's say for a shirt. So let's say you have a heat press and you can't, like, 365 30 seconds doesn't work well for you. Let's say you had to do 365 for 45 seconds. If you had to do 370 for 30 seconds or 370 for 35 seconds, whatever the setting you have found that works for shirts is going to be the exact same setting that you use for notebooks, pretty much for anything. If I'm pressing to MDF, if I'm pressing to metal, I pretty much use 365 30 seconds for everything because that is ideal for my Hottronics. So whatever your Hottronics does, I mean, whatever your heat press does for shirts, same thing for the notebooks. Oh, thank you for putting that on both. Is the Roland a white toner printer? No, it is not. It is an eco solvent printer. Um, you can have toner is more so like thinking about laser printers. It is still an inkjet printer. Can you have a configuration where there is a white ink? So if you wanted to print on clear clear vinyl or like window cling and stuff like that, translucent ones, frosted ones, yes, there is a white configuration. There's also a metallic one, which is the one that I have. Although ideally, most people are printing onto a white, like a pure white vinyl, whether it's repositionable or permanent, or they're printing to printable heat transfer vinyl, which is a white base. The vinyl takes on the white. So it's more like it's better and it's more efficient to get the double magenta version of the Roland versus BN20 versus the white or the metallic. I mean, then you'll have to, I mean, I've never known anything to be plastic. Of course, I mean, I'm not sure, you can't really heat. So I'm not sure if you mean, only thing I know of is like kind of like plastic is the PVC, which is really hard, but a notebook would not be like that. So if you're saying it's something that's plastic, that's something that you're going to have to take one and test yourself and start at the 365 for 30 seconds to see if you need to take down the time, then you would do that. I've never used these notebooks that you're referring to. I'm not even sure who J&J is. but our paper is not like any other paper. Things like that, you're going to have to do a test on. Okay, my kid's about to come in here and crying. Obviously, his brother did not let him have something, so I'm gonna have to go because here comes Zanimani in 5, 4. Oh, I think MJ intercepted him from coming into the room. Oh, maybe not. I think he's coming to tattle on his brother. Yep, there he goes. Okay, MJ, just give him the bubbles, please. It all fell out. Okay, well, you wasted all, buddy. All right, close my door, please. All right. Yeah, I mean they will give you heat specs based off of like traditional papers. Unless they are someone that is testing their substrate our paper, you're never going to have exact times. People will give you, and they always say, well, ask your supplier what the temper time is. If you're not using the exact same paper as them, they cannot give you the accurate time because, again, our paper does not require a cover sheet on it. So you don't have a heat barrier. It releases the ink a whole lot faster than other papers. Our release in general. So unless they're using our paper, they can't really give you the settings for it. They can give you general settings. When you're using ours, you're going to have to take one for the team, take like one of them, try not to do a full bleed, do it in smaller sections. I always like with something new, I'll take it, I'll make strips of different like different temps and times. I'll print it out, I'll put that down and press it, see how that looks. Okay, that melted, I'm going to go to the next one. Maybe do just a small corner. If your fear is it might melt, don't entire thing. Only press a corner and also cover it with parchment paper, not butcher paper. If it is something that's going to melt and stick like temporarily, butcher paper, it will stick to it. You want to use parchment paper, which is a non-stick protective barrier. Let's see. You give so much info to us. Now I need to look into EcoSolvent because I was under the impression from a few that I could use my Eco Tank and convert. So you can convert it into an EcoSolvent printer. It is a water-based EcoSolvent printer. It is not like the true Roland, which is not water-based. Okay. When you convert an Epson printer to EcoSolvent, it is simply for printing printable transfers. You cannot print to adhesive vinyl because you really need that heat to make the ink stick. There is no heat. Epson printers are heat free. So you cannot print to printable adhesive vinyl. You can print to printable HTV vinyl if you convert one. But the Roland BN20 is the cheapest actual eco-solvent printer. It's going to cost you a couple stacks for it, but it's well worth it if you're doing a lot of those types of things. So many people have them now. They're really trending. People are creating wraps for cups, yard signs, banners, started sticker company, like sticker businesses and creating stickers for people. So there's money in it. It's very, very useful if you want to kind of take that on. We don't really sell with ours. I do it for my personal business. So I don't really necessarily sell to others. So we make stickers for ourselves. I make, my yard sign prints out now, making some cover-ups for bad or, subbed tumblers. But there's a lot of people who have been making, good money, and they've created full businesses around using the Roland. It does print pretty slow, so it's not going to be kind of fast. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. If you're just doing printable heat transfer vinyl, the Epson printers are going to print a whole lot faster than the I know a girl that converted or attempted to convert a 771020 to eco solvent, and it messed up the entire printer. But someone who has 15,000 says she was able to convert it. I've used Epson for eco solvent prior to use Epson. No, I will not do that. I I I I wanted my eco solvent for adhesive vinyl. I really don't even use mine for printable HTV, and that's all the converted Epson is really good for. I wanted mine for adhesive vinyl. I'm sorry, y'all hear my 3-year old. He opened my door and is playing at my door. I guess he thinks, okay, I'm not bugging mommy, but he don't realize he's at the door and making noise. Hey, son, mommy's live. Yes, I'm live. Can you hush, please? Can you keep it down? Yes. Shh. Can you shh? All right. Now sit still. I'm not gonna let you play with Mickey if you keep acting up. So yeah, I've never gone the Epson conversion route, and Epson is not the only printer that you can convert. I started to convert a Canon. I actually had a defective printer. Once my office is finished, I do plan to convert the other Canon printer that I have into a eco solvent, and then I plan to give it away because I don't need another printer in this house. But technically, any printer that you can that's an eco tank can be like, or it's a tank type printer, can be made into an eco solvent because that is not one that requires it to be a heat free printer. And it should not have messed up the 7710, 7720 unless she simply did not fill and prime her cartridges correctly. Tell her to reach out to me. I can probably get it fixed for her. Most times people think they've messed it up and people are just not giving correct information about how to convert printers and priming, filling and priming their cartridges properly to where they don't get the lines. Those printers don't know what ink is in there. They only know that it is a non Epson cartridge, and you can put Hennessy in there, and the printer will be none the wiser. Thank you. So maintenance box, most times like it needed a new maintenance box, probably because she did a whole lot of print head cleanings prime properly. So she kept trying to print, or she left the vent plug in and she's thinking, okay, I got to keep doing all these print head cleanings to get the color to print out. And she filled her maintenance box. I've had my printers for like one of well over 3, almost 4, probably 4 years. And my maintenance box still is nowhere near being full because I don't do unnecessary print head cleanings. I saw with sublimation, so many big name companies, which are big names, they were telling people to do 7, 8, 9, 10, 13 print head cleanings to set it up. You don't do is the biggest drove me nuts with having like telling people to do that many print head cleanings. I convert printers to sublimation with one print head cleaning. Yes, that. You are very welcome. All right, y'all, let me get out of here. Until next time, guys, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity. Incredible. Don't forget to visit our website, guys. I'm telling you, you want a great gift, tell your family to come on this site, get you a gift card, get you the money to come back this course, this training. These 30 days will completely change your outlook. You will never feel intimidated by Silhouette Studio again. The freedom that you will have with designing, how it will open up your thought process for designing. I'm telling you, it is absolutely amazing, especially these last couple of days where I was showing how to put designs together and just going through different things. Your outlook and its capabilities will change. Even if you think you know Silhouette Studio, click on the link, sign up for it, and just watch how you are like it's just changed in 30 days. All right. All right, guys. Until next time. Peace.